Broadcast live.
Yo, we out here at Cotton Fest as we should be. Zuchi Coke Dope is on stage. We're going to see who we can catch up with here. You know, we're going to see who we're going to catch up with. So let's go in.
So graduated now.
Today is Cotton Fest. Physically is not here. Just looking at what tonight looks like, it seems like everything is working as it should. What is the sentiment for you?
Hey man, the sentiment for me is this and it's not about me. And I think all the artists here can say the same. It's not about us. Today is not about us, and it's actually never been about us, even when Ricky was here. And we were doing the Cotton Fest when he was here. And when you came in and you saw Ricky at a Cotton Fest, he only had 2 minutes for you. If that, he might have had like a minute to say, how are you? You good? Love, thank you for coming. I've got to go and handle some shit. It wasn't about him either. So you saw it in him that, yo, this is not even about, he's not chilling in the section. Like, yo, everything's good. I worked yesterday. You know, everything's going to come to me. It's not about that. It's not about that. It's not about that. So that's the sentiment I take. And that's the sentiment I'm always going to take from this. And it's not about us, man.
I think the energy that we'll miss is just somebody that sees everyone. Like, it is not normal to have somebody that sees everyone. And I think that is the beauty of who he was. I hate to say it, but he had like Christ-like energy.
Yo, man, that man had like a way of making you feel good all the time. You know what I mean? Make you forget about anything else that could be going wrong. Say, don't worry. It's going to be fine.
I think for me, it's every single time you have an encounter with him or had an encounter with him, it was the warmth and the light that he just automatically brought into your space. It's the way he greeted you like you were the only person in that room. And it's the way he always left, like he always left me with words of wisdom. Like it was always like, yo, you need to really like start saving. Or, yo, the trip is important. He always left you with something to just hold on to.
I think there was always something Ricky preached like behind the scenes that, you know, guys, yo, let's bring everyone together. Let's have good energies. It was always about energy, you know what I mean? So one thing I feel like everyone understood, especially the people that have been around him and the artists, there was always a thing even before that where artists kind of like want to flex, like, now all the artists are showing love. Everyone's just like, yo, everyone's loving each other. Everyone's not trying to be cool with each other, and that just made me happy. And I know he's smiling down right now saying, yo, either vibes is too much.
So I was just talking to my pastor about how Ricky had this incredible ability to just bring us all together. And I really struggle, and I'm not trying to say Ricky was Jesus. This is what I'm saying. Please, this is not blasphemous. But the same way that in Jesus, we are all many, but we form one body. It was exactly the same with Ricky, man. He had this crazy way of just making every single person feel super important. Like, you know, the people that are at the forefront of the culture, they may be the faces, but he understood that the fans were the lungs and the heartbeat and the liver and he understood everybody's roles. He understood that the photographers were the skin, the good skin, the clear skin, you know. He understood that the organizers were the mind. He was so able to just join us all together, let us all know that you feel like nobody can see you, but I see you, you're doing your thing, and you're important. He had this way of feeling like, oh my gosh, if you were not here, I would have suffered.
Along the years, like Ricky has said, like a lot of things, because I've met up with him and spoken to him in so many different kinds of occasions, you know. But I think the thing that sticks out for me is when I wanted to start making music, he looked at me and said, yo, if you've got a good energy, you must just put the good energy into anything you do and it will succeed. So that's the one thing I took from him. And also unity and spreading love and inspiration.
You know, here's one beautiful thing about Ricky. Ricky interacted with everybody.
One way or the other, Ricky sat down with you. One way or the other, Ricky said something beautiful to you. One way or the other, Ricky acknowledged you.
I mean, no one can deny that like the landscape of visuals completely changed when Riky came because he put so much pressure on everyone, right? He was a visual artist outside of the music in the way that he presented himself as a person, as a brand, in how the other facets of his business, manifested. He put pressure on everyone in the game.
I mean, I always say to people, if you want to know someone, spend 5 minutes with them and you'll know what they're about. You know, and Riky to me was a driven guy, conscious of himself, and he knew what he was about.
So mina ngikhumbula kakhulu besenza izawe homecoming, you know, ngishaya nama artists ukuthi hey bafethu ubani ongasilekelela ubani ongasiseka, and when I gave him a call kahle kahle ngafonela umngakhe uBianca ngenza ibooking, and then he was like, I think yena watshela umngakhe ukuthi no makuzawe ngizoza mahala. You know, for me it's stuck enhlizweni yami till today ukuthi noma ngabe yini I'll make sure ukuthi ngiyohlezi ngikhona for him, you know what I mean, because angithi so keep all 50,000 athi umfowethu ngobona zakho mfowethu ngiyeza for free. Till today I'm forever appreciated for that. So shout out to Riky, RIP to the king.
For me, I see him as a vessel of love. His love personified, positive energy. You know, I think we know how he grew up and stuff. We've read his stories and bios and everything, but I like the fact that he was authentic.
Hey, bekuliqhawe man, behleze happy ngaso sonke isikhathi, behleze enza sure ukuthi wonke umuntu right. Yabo bekumuntu obefana nobaba onengane obenakekela izingane zakhe. Kwi-industry nje ukuhamba kwakhe silahlekelwe kakhulu, akekho ongweza ubuhlungu. Even namanje abantu abakakholwa ukuthi le ndoda ayisekho, you understand? Nami nje kumanje angikakholwa, uyabo. Ngaso sonke isikhathi mangibona izinto ebesizenza, umqondo uvela ubuyele back emumva ukuthi sir, uyabona.
How you feel though about today? I mean, this is your brother's work.
Oh man, it's difficult to put into words, you know? We're just feeling really appreciative and really blessed that all of us we could still put this all together, you know? After his passing, it's been a rough time, but just seeing people come together like this in honor of him and preserving what he built and keeping it alive, we just feel blessed, man. Like, we just really feel blessed.
The culture will live forever, man, you know? Believe in the youth, you know? Like, yo, we need to look at this. It's never gonna die, man. We multiply, we're gonna live forever.
Broadcast live